Hey everyone, welcome back to the course. So, after understanding what distributed ledger technology is, let's go and understand some of the key concepts which actually makes up the distributed ledgers or blockchain. One of the primary concept which is used behind distributed ledger technology or blockchain is cryptography. Cryptography is the security algorithms which provide the encryption, decryption, signature and verification of data over the blockchain or distributed ledger technologies. ECC is one of the major algorithms which is a asymmetric cryptography algorithm used behind blockchain. This algorithm is used to generate key pairs, so you will have a private key and a public address generated from the ECC algorithm. The keys are not directly used in terms of blockchain. They go through various verification and processes, and finally a wallet imported format is generated for the private key, and the public key is transformed to a public address. Apart from that, blockchain also utilizes hashing algorithm in its core. So much of the data goes through hashing algorithm where the variable size of data is getting converted to a fixed length of data. SHA-256 is the major algorithm for hashing in terms of blockchain. We use hashing in terms when we are taking out the block hash, or we are calculating the nonce values, or trying to solve a difficulty problem in terms of blockchain. Apart from that, we also use Ripmend 160 hash, which is another form of hash, but the output of this Ripmend 160 is 160 bits compared to the SHA-256, which is 256 bits. Ripmend 160 is utilized for generation of addresses in terms of blockchain. We also use the networking protocols behind blockchain. So you might see TLS or Gossip protocols being utilized at different blockchains. Gossip protocol is one of the emerging protocols used behind Hyperledger and Coda blockchain. Apart from that, transactions is also one of the major concept behind any distributed ledger technology. In a core, if you see what is a blockchain or a distributed ledger technology, is just the transactional records of data in chronological order. Transactions in terms of blockchain are stored in a Merkle tree inside the block. What is a Merkle tree? Merkle tree is an event tree which uses the hash of the transactions as the leaf nodes. So this tree makes sure that if you only verify the root node of the tree, you are able to verify all the transactions present inside the block. The transactions in terms of blockchains are submitted by users. These transactions goes through verification where the nodes check whether the user has the correct amount which he is trying to send, or the receiver has the correct address where the transaction is being sent across. Once these are being verified, these transactions are put inside the transaction memory pool, which is nothing but a universal table shared between all the nodes. This table is basically keeping all the transactions together, which will be taken out by miners for further processing. Once these transactions are inside the transaction memory pool, the miners take out these transactions, verify these transactions again, and order them inside the blocks. The block is being formed as a chronological order of transactions, and then the miners do the nonce calculation to solve a mathematical puzzle and confirm the block over the blockchain. This confirmation of the block is then processed and broadcasted to every other node inside the network, where they receive the incoming new block, and then they verify again the block and the transactions information, and finally sync the whole blockchain together. So transaction make up a very important concept behind the blockchain, and these transactions are the major entity which are going to govern your data. So if you want to store any kind of data on top of blockchain or distributed ledger technology, you will be storing them using the transactions. Even if you are not storing them and only referring the data stored at any third party location, still you will be incorporating a hash of that data inside a transaction. Apart from cryptography and transaction, another major concepts which have completely modified how we look towards the distributed ledger technologies are the smart contracts. Smart contracts are the digital contracts between two parties and are stored over the blockchain. Smart contracts are immutably and they act as a counterpart for your legal contracts. So anything you can do with a legal contract, you can do with the smart contract also. Smart contracts are basically used under the terms of blockchain for exchanging money, property, shares, or anything of value which can be transacted between users. Smart contracts have taken prominence with the conceptualization of ICOs, where people started creating their own tokens on top of the blockchain. These contracts can be encoded in many different languages. Each platform has their own concepts and language specifiers for creating smart contracts, such as Ethereum uses Solidity for creating smart contracts, and Hyperledger uses Node.js, Java, or Go language for the creation of smart contracts. Apart from that, we can create multiple business logics, rules, and regulations which can be incorporated inside a smart contract. So we will make sure that any person or any participant who is joining the blockchain network, they don't only need to focus on the blockchain rules and regulations. We can incorporate our own rules and regulations in terms of smart contract, where a group of people can follow those rules and regulations. So these three transactions, cryptography and smart contracts, makes up an important part of the blockchain, and these three also help us to store and manipulate data over the blockchain. In the next lecture, we are going to go through the introduction of Hyperledger, and we are also going to see different projects under Hyperledger umbrella. If you have any queries, feel free to contact us at info@v2blocks.com.